Shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to give all the honor, glory, and praises to Yahawah, by Hashem YAHAWASHI, by Hashem RAWACHAA QADASH. Double honors to my elders. A great millstone taught me the truth through the Spirit. Singing honors to the elect. Peace and blessings to the 1/3, and also to the confusion that faces in the four corners of the earth. Shalom, shalom. This video, I'm just riding in the Spirit. All kind of things are occurring in the world. A lot of things are weighing on my mind. You have, so I can't take a sip. You have the situation that's going on over in Kazakhstan. What happened was, they say that the prices rapidly increased for liquefied, fuel or gasoline. People got up in the uproar. Could that be true? Could that not be true? Who knows? But let's be honest though. Where is Kazakhstan located? Kazakhstan is located slap dab between Russia and China. Are not Russia and China nemesis? I speak as in the way United States would declare them as nemesis of NATO and EU, right? Because you have to understand how America, also known as Babylon the Great, operates. They have coups, coup d'etat. Like, coups are when you I would say coup d'etat, that's not it. Coups is when they try to set up, what it is, they send an economic hitman to a country. What's the economic hitman? Listen here, we want to put military bases here. And we also want to X amount or percentage of your GDP or whatever the case may be. We want to cut our rates on this export or whatever, or whatever the case may be. Then the dictator at that time would say no. Alright, they send them again a second time. But this time they come a little harder. And then they say no again. Next thing you know, there's an insurrection amongst the people. Then they try to overthrow the government. Then once the government is overthrown, then they have to put in a new democratically elected leader, which has been put there by who? I don't know. Let's just say America, NATO. Well, I'd rather say EU, right? So it's just so convenient for this to happen. And the coup over in Venezuela, the coup in Venezuela, that went down bad because they tried to get Maduro out of there, and they try to put your boy Guido, whatever the heck his name is. Alright? They did coups all over. I mean, that's just putting more icing on the cake, vegan icing at that, on the wars and rumors of wars. Later, in the latter months of last year, China, if I'm not mistaken, they just tested a hypersonic missile. And even the United States Air Force said that their surface-to-air or their air defense systems are trash. Alright, in layman terms. It's not equipped to take out a barrage of missiles. And even it's a hypersonic missile, so you won't even be able to detect it quicker than you would on a radar. I won't sit here and say you won't be able to, but still, it's going to be moving so fast. How are you going to take it out of the air? Then I just uploaded a short yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, of North Korea just testing out a hypersonic missile. Also, Russia has already tested a hypersonic missile. Alright? The war's on all front. Don't forget how China was also thinking about and wanted to be investors in Africa. Right? Look at what's going on right now in, is it Ecuador? I think it's Ecuador. One of the Central America's countries. El Salvador. Forgive me. El Salvador, which is still like Zebulon. El Salvador is the first country in the world where Bitcoin is a legal tender. And guess who wants to go over there and help them build a stadium? I don't know. China? Moab? Right? So they're making major moves, baby. And America putting sanctions in all these countries, all of that, it doesn't matter anymore. You have blockchain. And you have the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, the IMF. They said that this is dangerous because the money can't be monitored and yada yada yada. That's what they don't like. That's the good thing about cryptocurrency. It's cryptic. It's not backed by any. It's decentralized. Let's put it like that. It's decentralized. It can't be. How should I put it? It can't be monitored or authorized by the central bank, and that's what they don't like. You know, like for instance, this is what I would say if if a man is like a millionaire, and let's say his ex-wife wants to divorce him, I'll sell all the physical assets, all the money that's liquidated. Matter of fact, I will liquidate everything, and then I will just put it in an offshore account in some cryptocurrency, and then I'll move out of the country. You know, so, and then you also have this CD19. First, it was just CD19. Now you got the Delta. Now you got the Army. Then I just saw an article where in France, there's another variant. I think it's IHU or something like that. Right? Like the saying goes, never let a good crisis go to waste. I mean, it's even at the point now where people are like, hell, I mean, how many more we gotta get? Because when it first broke out, everyone was like up in arms, like 6 feet, mother effer, and people were fighting, and they treated you like you had to play. People walk around with not just masks on, like damn near those masks that people use when they're soldering, so the spark don't get in their face. People driving in their car with masks on. People walk around in their house with masks on. Now all of a sudden, there's all this evidence coming out saying, you know, such and such and such and such and such and such. Got to be careful because YouTube is very sensitive when it comes to the truth. I mean, when it comes to what you say. But that was a joke. A lot of people are coming to realize, wait a minute, this is just another means for the government to control you. I was listening to Gerald Salente. Pardon me, I'm a little stuffed up. I need to make me a concoction of lemon juice, olive oil, cinnamon, and something else. But yeah, there was a video by Gerald Salente, and there's a certain lawyer that he knows his judge, and they said that when these governors make these mandates saying that you can't go to these businesses unless you have a vaccine or something like that, that is outside the government's reach or rule. That's unconstitutional. It has to. That's not ran by the federal government, right? So what they're doing, they're taking your rights away unconstitutionally. Why? Because the people have will. The people are willing. Ooh, dry throat. The people. I'm sorry, not the people. The sheeple were more than willing to comply with their mandates and their regulations. But once you've done that, you pretty much given up your constitutional right. You better off just going and join the army then. Cause they take you. You don't have any constitutional rights when you're in the army. But hell, at least the federal judge, the Supreme Court said that you can't chastise or merit soldiers who don't want to get the vaccine. I don't see. Like, listen to these people. There are individuals in the army right now. If the Supreme Court says you can't merit them, I'm sorry, demerit them. Give them a demerit if they don't want to get the vaccine. But here it is, you working a 9 to 5, living a righteous life to the best of your ability. I'm talking to the elect. Try to make ends meet in Babylon the Great. In this immoral society, the economy's dropping. Farmers are losing their jobs left and right. Truckers are giving up. Even truckers saying, because they have to get the vaccine in order to come in through Mexico. Some truckers said, hey, this is going to be my last load. I refuse. So guess what that means? Famine. Medical supplies won't get to where you are. Toiletries, essentials. The infrastructure is crumbling. All the private and public sectors are crumbling. The brother YARAMYAH GABAR, he did a video saying that all of these fines are destroying the small businesses in Manhattan. Well, hell, the small. No, I agree. I'm saying, well, hell, all the businesses really just been going under. So I mean, right now, prophecy is flourishing. So this is not the time for us to get weak, to retreat, to wave the white flag, to give up. Whatever the Lord's will is shall be done. And I got news for you. Wrap the news. His will, the Lord's will was done. Even scoffers are getting taken out. I listened to the brother from Bible teacher SC was saying like these fools. Someone said, yeah, maybe GMS gave him some poison. I'm like, really? Like y'all going to that extent to the point where you're just using ad hominem attacks. You're not even looking at it. You just hating the people are hating the messengers, not even willing to understand who the message was sent from. We didn't just, this is no private interpretation, people. We didn't make this stuff up. Then you got Rizza Islam talking about some, yeah, this and that with the vaccine, this and that. And you know they want to track you, so they're going to put a chip in you. Wait a minute. You uphold Allah. You uphold the Quran. Ain't no prophecies in the Quran. So why are you speaking on that, man? Because it's in the Bible. Man, y'all can miss me with all that. The true prophets of the Lord start with the elders of great millstone and like-minded men. The true believers of YAHAWASHI are the 144,000 men, that's 12,000 out of each tribe, and the 1/3 which mainly consists of women and children, and some token men. Your society will not go back to the norm you once knew it to be. How many boosts are they going to give you, people? First time in mankind history, in the history of mankind, I should say, where they created a vaccine and it's been FDA approved in under 9 years to 12 years. First time, people. First time there's ever been a vaccine that has the mRNA in it. I mean, the Georgia Guidestones said it. You know, they want to reduce the world population to 500 million so they can be in harmony with nature. It's over 7 billion people in the world. So what's the quickest way to do that? I don't know. I just cut wire, guys. I don't know. Man, oh man. People are walking around with their eyes wide shut. Right? Except those days, what the scripture says, no flesh will be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So why do you think everything is coming at us so fast? It's rapidly hitting us. You know, like the elders say, you know, this is the year of turn up. The amperage is turning up. The velocity is increasing. The wattage, the frequency. So guess what you have to increase in? Your faith. Your faith, man. Keep the faith and keep the pace. Prophecy is on the uprise. That's it. Keep the faith and keep the pace. Prophecy is on the uprise, people. And as prophecies are on the uprise, so is the elect. So is the elect. So is the nation of Israel. The Lord did with a balance. As this place is crumbling, it's decrepit, it's circling down the drain. What do you think is happening to the rightful owners, the rightful rulers of the earth? We're rising. We've already risen to the occasion. We have the persuasion. The Lord going to come with the conclusion. where we're going to rule the world in righteousness. So anyone that's not down, the Lord's going to put you down. And that's thus saith the Lord. Don't kill the messenger. Take it up with the one who sent the message. So with that being said, I pray you was edified and fed. Stay in the spirit. Don't fear it, just endure it. Ask for forgiveness. Pray without ceasing. Stay humble. Remain diligent. Call YAHAWAH. Shalom.